Okay, Raj, I'm going to make a recording of this, so I'll send you the recording. It's commencing. I've just started now, so it you could use this recording just for reference, I'm sure, but you guys don't need it. If you understand what I'm saying today, build up on this bit of practice. That is all you need, guys. Um, right, guys, I'm going to show you how to draw support and resistance, right? I'll give you the templates that I trade with. Um, those are so that you see what I see sort of in a similar fashion. Once we finish this course, all you need, guys, I'll keep on loading my charts at the end of the beginning of the day, which is an Asian session, with the pairs I'm looking at, the trade setups that I'm looking at. So all you need to know is if you know exactly what I'm looking at, then you shouldn't have any problems. All you need to follow the money management rules of it. And okay, guys, I'll take you to a day time frame. Now what I'm gonna show you how to mark your support and resistance. Support and resistance lines are these. Everybody knows about it, right? If it's above, it's resistance. If it's below, it's support. Simple concept. The question is, where do you mark them on your charts? Because you see people putting them differently on different charts. And then again, if there's so many support and resistance, which one is valid, which one is strong, which one isn't strong? Let me give you an example. I'm putting support and resistance normally, and it is confusing for somebody to understand which one is the strongest one and which one isn't the strongest one. And that is the problem. We know how to mark them on the charts, but we do not know the significance of them, which entirely understand the concept behind them. Then again, if one is breached, we wouldn't understand why it was breached. We say it was just a support was breached. So now that is it shouldn't be the way they should be trading, guys. You need to know exactly which is the strongest one, which is the minors, the weakest ones. Let's say normally you'll see a lot of people marking support and resistance like this for various reasons. Wix price hitting some points again and again. Um, this, then all of these levels are support and resistance. So, okay, I've got this, the price accumulating here, let's say 2-3 points. So the question is, I've got the lines there. This is right, absolutely right. But the problem is this. Which is the strongest one, which isn't the strongest one? The problem is this, which isn't. Guys, do you understand what I'm trying to suggest here? Do you understand, guys? Sumit and Raj and Mark, could you confirm it, please? Sumit? Okay, guys, I'm going to show you how to mark the support and resistance exactly on your charts. So the first point, which is the strongest one, these are the strongest ones, which is the strongest one regardless of time frame you're on. The ones where from the point of reaction with high volume, just leave the volume out of the equation now, but the point is the point of reaction. Now what does the point of reaction means is this, guys. You see this point here. Okay, you see this point, right, guys? From here, the market reacted to the downside. Look at the reaction. 501 pips. Make sense? Does it make sense, guys? Do you understand what is the point of reaction means? Acknowledge it, guys. Again, Mark, this could be another level of support and resistance by other means, but obviously it is not a significant point of reaction. Now the point of reaction is this. I'm going to mark the point of reactions. It's pretty simple. Where the market reacted from here to the upside. Look at the reaction, how strong it was. Reacted to the downside again. reacted to the upside, reacted to the downside. Guys, do you understand this concept? Extremely important to trade. Reacted to the upside. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple, but you need to understand the significance of it. So these are the point of reactions with high volumes. So this is the strongest support and resistance which you'd mark on your chart. So normally what I suggest is mark them on the daily time frame. So that's what I suggest. I'll show you exactly how to lay out your charts, exactly how they do it in the hedge funds, in the banks, and that's pretty, you'll be amazed to see how you guys do it. It's entirely different the way you guys see on normally every day on Facebooks and other. Okay guys, so if I'm marking these charts, then obviously that's how you do it. Where do you do it? Now if you have just one point of contact, then that is where you should be putting the line. But then if you have like three, look, I've got this point of reaction, it doesn't have to be exact. Where would I mark my line? Where would I mark my line is this, where there are maximum touches, at least 2 touches or 3 touches. I could have here, I could have put it here, it's fine, but then the best thing is just do it here. I'm going to tell you why I said this. Let's put it down. Reacted to the upside, that's why. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Are we clear, guys, on this? Write me, guys. Confirm me. Good. Mark your point of reaction on with high volumes on daily time frames. So that's where you should do it. I do it differently. I'll show you how I do it. And believe me, guys, believe me, by the end of the session, you'll be shocked to see how easy it is to identify the trend, which you know exactly how to identify the trends, but you guys doesn't follow it. The problem is you don't know the significance. Again, theoretically, everybody knew about it, but then while you're struggling with the fear you guys have, like the market might just flip to the other side, but that's fear is where your uncertainty, you're not confident because you don't understand the exact real concept of it. You don't have faith in your concept, and that's a problem. That's why you guys are losing a lot of money. That's what I think, and I had lost a lot of money myself practicing all of that. Okay, guys, how I do my point of reaction is this. I'm just doing it on the latest chart right now, guys. Make sense, guys? Does it? Good. All right, guys, that's how I do it. These are my points of reaction. All of these points are suggesting where the market has reacted to the highest, to the strongest, towards the strength. This was a point of reaction, pretty strong. Okay, now the second is this. Okay, wicks. If the market leaves a wick on the charts, it reflects the market attempt to reach a significant level within the market, which has failed. Let me give you an example. This is a wick. What does it represent? It represents that at some stage, one of the market participants, either buyers or sellers, in this situation instance, these are the buyers, has attempted to take the price to this level, and it has failed previously. It has failed. So the point of failure of either the buyers or the sellers within the market is significant, because market always try to reattempt and reach those points of failures. Does it make sense to you guys? So if this is a point of failure, first instantly, there's a severe possibility at any stage later in future, the market will attempt to focus on this point again. Does it make sense to you guys? Why the significance of it? You need to understand the importance of it. Why are we marking the wicks at support and resistance? This is the reason. The market failed on the first instance, right? Wick means a failure by buyers or sellers. Let me give you an example. This is the failure. Sellers bring the price down, buyers push the price up. So who failed on this wick? It is the sellers. Remember, mark this point, significantly important. Why it's important? Because the sellers will re-attempt again. It's a failure. They failed on the first attempt. They'll try again to bring the market to the same point of failure, previous failure. Does it make sense? Confirm me, guys. Good. So what I do is I mark my wicks. Pretty simple. Daily time frame first. I mark them with a different, so I know exactly these marks are wicks marks. So you could see the difference now, guys. Remember, if your support and resistance levels are not exactly there, accurate, it doesn't matter, because obviously there is always discrepancy between them of like 5, 10, 15 pips. So that is not an issue which is of significant. It doesn't matter as long as you understand the price action, guys. Okay. The beauty of it is the price always try to attempt these points again and again. Always, remember, guys, always. Are we clear on this, guys? So that is the concept of support and resistance. I do it on the daily time frame first, and then I go on 4 hours time frame again. Change the color. I do like to mark my 4 hours levels, which is mostly the wicks. Are we clear, guys? Any questions? So far, any questions, guys? Any questions? Okay, Raj, Sumit, Mark, any questions? Do you guys understand exactly how to mark your support and resistance? Remember, the first is the point of strong reaction. The second is the wicks. Daily time frames, 4-hour time frames, just stay there. Do not mark on the other time frames, because eventually you'll just mess up your charts with just support and resistance levels. It's pretty. Then you would understand the market targeting which support and resistance levels, and that's significant. Yes, remember, I mark them on the point of reaction first, and then I do mark them on the wicks, and that's how I do it. It has to be like this. Remember, I explained you why on wicks, Raj. The reason is, wick is a point of failure in the past. The market would always try to attempt to reimburse that failure at some stage in future. So it has to be marked. For instance, this is a wick. Yeah, I suggest you mark the lines. See, just see my charts now, guys. I'll show you how. These small lines are daily point of reaction points, strong reaction points. So I know exactly what these lines represent. The black lines are my wicks on daily time frame, and then again the blue lines are I know exactly on 4-hour time frames. So I know exactly the strongest ones are the ones on the daily time frame with the strongest reaction. These small lines, you understand them? The first one, the point of reaction, these are the strongest support and resistance, and the second strongest is the wicks on the daily time frame, wicks on the daily, and then the third are the minor support and resistance levels, which is on 4-hour time frames. You don't even have to put on 4-hour time frames if you know exactly what you're doing on the daily time frame, but then again, you could always add on to it, because obviously remember, on the daily time frame, the distance the distance between one support and resistance would have minor support and resistance levels within that you can mark whilst going on 4-hour time frames. Does it make sense to you guys, Raj and Sumit? You need to understand why we're marking each line. If you don't understand the concept behind them, then believe me, you're just betting, you're not trading. All right, good. So I'm done with the first topic, which is support and resistance. Now I'm going to show you horizontal and vertical support and resistance levels. Okay, guys. Now this is the concept. Try to understand the concept before you're going to horizontal support and resistance levels. The price moves in 3 directions: uptrend, downtrend, sideways, right? Now, marking your support and resistance levels earlier, which I've just explained to you, is your sideways trend. Is it clear, guys? I'm going to show you how to mark support and resistance levels on an uptrend or a downtrend. Understood? So we're done with sideways. Sideways is this: support and resistance. These are sideways. Market within, sideways. Now I'm going to show you exactly marking support and resistance levels for an uptrend or a downtrend. Now, guys, understand these concepts before going to the charts. Price moves in channels. Let me do it here. Price moves in channels, tunnels. It's significantly important, guys, before you go on marking support and resistance on up and low time frames, trends. The price moves within channels. You need to understand the price always moves within channels. Guys, the price always moves within channels. It's significantly important. I know, Raj, you understand the concept of it, because I'm sure you're making a lot of money from it. You recognize the trend. The price moves within channels. When it moves within channels, support and resistance levels within the channels, support and resistance levels. And remember this now: when the price breaks the channel, it establishes another channel. Now this is the rule you need to understand. When the price breaks one channel, it always establishes another channel. It might take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes to establish another channel, but it would eventually establish another channel. So price always moves in channels. Is it clear? Guys, is it clear to you? Guys, give me a minute. I've got I'm just sending a text message. Give me a minute, guys. All right, guys. Do you understand this? What I just said? Price moves in channels, in channels. The price moves within channel support and resistance. It breaks it, establish another channels. As long as you can identify the channels on your charts, and that's all you need. You can identify where the price heading. So if you can identify a uptrend channel, ascending channel, then you know the trend is to the upside. If you can identify the descending channel, you know the price is in a downtrend. Is it clear to you guys? Does it make sense? It's really important. It's really important what I just said. Significantly important. Barna is one of a molecular trader. Sumit, I'm sure you know about. You knew her because obviously you're in the chat for a long time. She is a channel trader. I've learned trading channels from her. She's just an amazing trader with the channels. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you the. I'm not going to show you how to draw the trend lines on the channels. I'm going to show you to capture the price within the channels and see what I just said. Is it true or is it a false statement? And just see how. Let's establish it now. Remember, roughly I'm drawing it just to make my point here. You'll see on my charts a lot of lines like this. Looks pretty messy, but there's a reason for it. I'm going to show you in a minute. Do you guys see the price is just moving within the channels and there is nothing else? Now let me show you why. The price was in an up channel, so the trend was to the upside. That is where the trend changes and the price can begin. The price change from an uptrend to the downtrend now in the descending channel. This is where the trend changes again, and the price is in an uptrend now. That is how you define the trend, and that is where the price breaks his previous ascending channel, and it is in the downtrend now. And again, now the price is in the now uptrend. So as far as your US dollar is concerned, on a daily time frame or weekly time frame, we are, guys, in an uptrend. Does it make sense? So what is the weekly trend? It is to the upside. It is not to the downside, guys. It is to the upside. Does it make sense to you guys? I'll tell you exactly where it fails. But do you understand this? Do you understand this? Extremely important. The price moves within channels, and that's all I want to say to you guys. To see this. It was a channel. Somehow it was a channel. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you now so that you have faith what I'm saying. Channels. It breaks one, establish another. The thumb rule is this. Can you identify that channel? That is the point of a good trader. To see this. Can you see this, guys? Sumit, do you understand this? Channels, always channels. Channels. If even within channels, the price moves in channels. Guys, I cannot give you more examples than this. You need to understand. This is significantly important. I'm going to show you in a minute entries. I'm not going to go to the basics here. I'm going to show you the entries. But remember, these are the channels. Make sense, guys? Can you not see the price is just in channels? There's more channels there. See this? Tell me. Tell me, guys. Not at any stage the price hasn't. If the price breached the channel, just remember, establish another channel. All you need to do is to pick the other channel. If it remains within the next channels and it's an ascending channel, you keep on buying it. If it falls back in the previous channel, it was a descending channel, you start selling it. It's so simple. Do you understand? Does it make sense? Just channels. So we are capturing the price. Sumit, makes sense? It's very important for you, Sumit, to understand this, because this is where the entries are wrong. And that is where, when I say I'm going to buy this from this point, I'm going to sell it from this point, that is the reason is because I'm trading with the trend. I'm going to show you in a minute now. I'm going to show you now. Just see this. I'm going to show you when I will buy and when I will sell. Okay, guys, I'm going to start from here. So I already marked my channel. Remember, guys, I already marked my channel. You guys know this, right? Now, understand this concept. Support and resistance levels. How does the breakout works? You need to understand the breakout to understand the price moving from one channel to another. And how does you take an entry? Give me a minute, guys. Okay. You heard about all along about breakout traders. I'm a breakout trader. I just trade breakouts. I'm a range trader. I just trade range. Bullshit, bollocks. They don't know what are they doing. These guys doesn't even know what they're doing. They heard about breakout. The price breaks out. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to buy it. Bullshit. Okay, you need to understand, guys. There's no breakout trader. There isn't a range trader. It's all about price action, firstly, and secondly, it's the right understanding of the continuation of the trend or the reversal of the trend, and that's significantly important to understand. So this is the rules of the price action. Take notes of this, guys. The price breaks a level. This is what happened. Number one, the price goes to a level and it reverses from there. Simple. It doesn't breach it. It just reverses from there. Simple. That is one. Second, these are the possibilities you'll ever face whilst trading. If you understand, master these possibilities, I'm sure you won't have any problems trading. The price breaks this level. Comes back, guys. So it's a breach. It hasn't broken this level. It attempted to reach this level, failed and reversed. There was a break. It failed and reversed. You understand this? There wasn't a retest there. It breaches, it falls back within the channel. You understand? Within the channel. It breaches and it came back within the channels. We're not buying it. Obviously, we're selling it again. Remember, it is within the channel. We are selling here, buying here. Just what I'm saying, this is the problem. What I'm going to show you now. That's all you need to know. You don't even need more lectures from me, to be honest. But that's all you need to know to be a profitable trader. You sell from this, right? You'll see a lot of this on my charts now because that's how I do it, how I trade and how I do it. One of the traders in Milton Keynes in UK, it's near Manchester, I gave him a lecture yesterday. Apparently he just made 115 pips today, but just following these rules. He was a trader. He's been trading for like 3 years, but the problem was he wasn't sure of the trend itself. There was another trader in USA. As I've given lecture, he was selling a pair. He just suddenly stopped and started buying that pair because obviously the trend was changed. He just stopped me a message saying he made like, I don't know, it was on 4 hours time frame. It makes like 150 pips or something. So remember, guys, this is the normal practice. We sell here, buy here. That is the normal practice. The price goes up, rejected, we sell it. That's right. Second scenario is this. The price goes up. We don't buy it. You don't buy it. You wait and see what happens. The price came back. Guys, you sell it again. That's your entry. Sell it again. But remember, the price came back. It's not an entry. It's a breakout again. Breakout to the inside. Breakout to the outside. Breakout to the inside. You need a retest. Retest is this, guys. The price goes, tests. That is it. The price came back. Right? Went up. Retest. Sell is confirmed. Now this is your sell trade. You understand this? Do you understand this? This is a sell trade in case the market fails to break a certain level. It reaches, came back, but you just don't take a trade because it's just back into the channel. No, it could just fool you straight away to be the upside again. You need to wait for the retest to take an entry. Now see this. This is reversal trades, guys. Examples. Now continuation is the most difficult one normally for people. See this. The price breaks, came back, it retests. It's testing this level, holding above it. That's where you buy it, right, guys? That's where you buy it. And I'm going to show you something. That's your stop loss. That's your stop loss. That's your stop loss, right? Remember, the setup fails if the price breaks this again. Your stop loss, you have to close the trade, because remember, the trend has changed. What the trend is now, it is going to the upside. It's pretty simple. You understand? Do you guys understand this? I want you to take notes of this. It's significantly important. Just draw it on your pen. I'm going to send you a recording of this webinar, but this, out of the whole lecture, which I'm suggesting, this is the most significant part of it. These are the three possibilities you'd ever come across trading, and that's you need to know exactly in and out. What does the retest mean? The question is, how would you define a retest? Let's say it. I'm showing you 4-hour and 1-hour time frame. The trading on 4-hour time frame and 1-hour time frame. So if you're trading, you see a setup on 4 hours time frame, right? You've got this resistance. The question is, when would you? So if you're trading a 4-hour time frame, your entry has to be on an hour time frame, guys. So at least 2 hours earlier before the 4-hour candle closes. So it has to be 1-hour time frames, remember. So you're on the 1-hour time frame now. Let me give you an example. What does the retest mean in practice, in practical terms? And that's what it means. A 1-hour candle, at least 1 or 2 candles closing above, and that is what the retest is. So this candle came down. You've got one candle, then you've got another candle close. So if I'm trading, okay, the retest been established. Let's say 2 candles of an hour of a duration has closed above this, and that's what I say a retest. And then maybe on the 3rd candle or on the 2nd candle, depends on other confluences, confirmation, double bottom, right, divergence, you make a buy here. But remember, at least 2 candles close on an hour time frame. That's what I suggest. Or 3 candles, depends, or even a candle, but it gives you a significant indication it's a buy. Let's say you have a dodgy, you have like a hammer here, or bullish engulfing candle, and that's I'm going to buy straight away. So does it make sense to you guys? The retest is an hour candle closing above that level, right, or below that certain level. That's what the retest is. Normally we want to see at least two candles of our duration close above or below. Do you guys understand the concept of retest now? Sumit, has to be, remember what I'm suggesting, I'll tell you exactly for scalping what exactly time frame you need to go on and trade to see the candle closes. But then this is a normal, what the time frame I'm suggesting are pretty good, these ones, because the beauty of it is every week on each pair you'd have 3 to 5 entries. Risk reward will be like 30, 35, 40 pips trade risk, and 150 to 60 pips profit, 1-3. So that's why I'm suggesting 4 hours and 1 hour to begin with. But remember, on a shorter time frame, you have to change your direction so quickly. So if you're not mentally prepared for it, you can't be a scalper. So I'm suggesting you to begin on these time frames. I'm going to exactly show you later how to train yourself on scalping. But then right now, what I'm suggesting is understand the concept. The concept remains the same. It doesn't matter what time frame you're trading on. Are we clear, guys? Do you have to do you want me to repeat this concept again, or do you understand this? Just let me know, guys, because remember, nothing is significantly important what I'm going to teach you after If you guys do not understand this, let me know, guys. Sumit, Mark, good. Give me a minute, guys. I'm just checking my phone. Expect euro US dollar to test 160, 1.1160. I'm expecting this. The we had I'm gonna show you later how to read the price momentum during the course of the day, how to read it, but then so you can predict the next day. It's pretty easy for you guys. So next session, it's pretty easy. But let me give you a brief commentary on what happened today as far as the fundamentals are concerned and how to predict either to hold the trade just without looking at the charts. I'm going to show you guys. You do have a worse trading. You do have a worse news today of US dollar. Remember, the US dollar gone weak with the significant weakness in US dollar today. The euro US dollar couldn't even rally. It went up to a new high. It was 78 or 79, but then it just failed and suddenly came back. The dollar hasn't gained its strength yet. It hasn't. Remember, the effect of the news remains within the session, and it has. But then what you would see is a failure in the price, and the price reacted pretty aggressively to the downside. It's suggesting that any minor strength within US dollar tomorrow or recovery of the weaknesses, which is in always in the next session, would suddenly bring your US dollar to a downfall of, like, let's say, a sudden quick intraday scalp 60, 60, 70 pips. That's our interpretation of the fundamentals, and that's how you should do it. Does it make sense to you guys? I know it's not relevant, but I've just said it because that's what I'm looking. I was just looking at the chart of your US dollars. I was expecting. Does do you understand this? What I just said? Okay. Uh, Nobody has said anything yet. Okay, good. Sumit, do you understand this? I'll explain you later, but that comes later. Focus on what I'm just. Okay, guys. Now I'm going to show you marking up my charts and showing you the entries. What I just taught practically, I'm going to show you now. Okay, give me a minute, guys. Okay, guys, give me a minute. Yeah, I've got a phone call to take. हाँ जी, हाँ जी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, बताओ। हाँ, वो मुझे पता था कि वो मुझे पता था उन्होंने नहीं करना, बिल्कुल मुझे इसका अंदाजा था। उन्होंने ना ये तुम्हें इस वक्त नहीं करके देना, वो तुम्हें सुबह कल सुबह दोबारा पहुंचो इनके पास, ठीक है? वो उन्होंने फीस ली हुई है, वो बना के देंगे तुम्हें, ठीक है ना? नहीं, टेंशन वाली कोई बात ही नहीं है, वो आपको तंग कर रहे थे। यार देखो, ऐसी बात परेशानी की नहीं होती है। ऑब्वियसली उन्होंने डॉक्यूमेंट्स मांगे, आपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स प्रोवाइड कर दो, बस खत्म होगी बात। डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपके पास हैं, कल सुबह दोबारा जाओ आप। इससे गेट ओवर विद, आई थिंक इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट, ठीक है ना? दिन जाया हो गया, उनको तो फर्क नहीं पड़ता आप जॉब करते हो। हाँ, नहीं 12 बजे के बाद नहीं, ये जो सबमिशन होती है ना सुबह 12 बजे से पहले होती है, सबमिट जो होता है। आपको सुबह 10 बजे आप पहुंच जाओ उनके पास, आप 2 घंटे में फारिग हो जाओगे। फीस तो आपकी ऑलरेडी जमा हो चुकी हुई है। नहीं 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 नहीं, देखो नहीं, ये देखो, आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते। आप सही गए हो अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स लेके, वहाँ कोई बंदा था उसने सिर्फ आपको तंग किया, और तो कुछ भी नहीं है। ये सबमिट तो उन्होंने करना ही करना है, ठीक है ना? ये कोई इशू नहीं है। चलो, मैं ज़रा ऑनलाइन लेक्चर दे रहा हूँ, फिर घर पर आओ, फिर बात होती है, ठीक है? बाय बाय। सॉरी गाइस। All right, guys, I'm going to mark my charts, and I want you to mark your charts exactly in the same fashion. Practice like 16 charts, 17 charts. Give it like a couple of hours to practice, and that's what you need to be a trader. Daily time frame first. I don't mark too many support and resistance level. I just mark the major ones, the point. These are the point of reactions only. That's what I'm marking. The first, the strongest one. Remember what I said, the strongest ones. Are we clear, guys, on this? That is it. I do not try to, I don't like marking um, support and resistance levels on 4 hours time frame. I just want to keep my charts clean. I could see it there. If there's a resistance or support already there. So what I aim is to keep my charts clean. Now I'm going to mark the latest channels, guys. The latest channels. Remember, the highest point first. Now this is the highest point. Not this. This is the highest point. Remember, the price has established the highest point. That's the highest point, right? What does this mean? This is what's very important to understand. It means if the price breaks this level and closes above, retest. What it means is retest. Then it is an uptrend. The price is going higher. What that it means? If it means this, if it breaks, retest, then guys, there is no selling. It's just buying. There isn't selling. There is no selling. There is just buying. And that's how you decide. That's how you mark on your charts. That's where I'm going to start buying. I'll give you a ring in half an hour. I'm in a webinar right now. Okay. So that's how you guys mark where you start buying the price. You understand this? Okay, I'm going to say it again. Guys, this is the highest point, highest resistance level I've marked. This is the highest resistance level. This is the highest resistance level I've marked, right? What this represents is this. It is not just a resistance. You need to understand the concept when you're trading. What it means is this. It's pretty simple what it means. Under this, it's a sell trend. Above this is a buy zone, as simple as. Make sense? Yes, obviously, yes. But remember, we are identifying the zones of our trading, and right now this is, how would I say, if the price is in a buy zone or a sell zone? The price is in a sell zone. The reason is the price is under this highest point, and there is a resistance. Pretty simple concept. There's a resistance, right? You need a break and a retest to start buying it. Otherwise, you're selling. Make sense? So the simple question: what should I do? Is it a buy or a sell zone? Right? Simple. You need to see a break, a retest to start buying it. Otherwise, it's just a sell. It's another sell. So if you're trading now, this is you are selling. When you're buying it, the question is, let's say there's a question, the price reached a resistance level, it's near the resistance level, right? It could be, we could have a breakout, but the point is when I'm going to start buying it, I've already told you, right? You need to see a break of offer. You need to see a break of an hour candle, a break of 1 hour candle, let's say a 4 hour candle, a break and a retest, a break and a retest. Then you start buying it, not before. Even there is a break, I'm not going to start buying it. I'll still wait and see if there's a retest or the price comes back. Go on. Write your question. Yeah, this I'm going to show you in a minute. But this is what it is. The price breaks, right? The price breaks, right? I'm going to show you example of this. Recently it happens, and then price starts selling. It is called a fake breakout. That's correct, yes. But remember, guys, if it doesn't matter if it is a fake or isn't a fake. Remember, our rules are pretty simple, right? We take a loss. If we take a loss, if it is a loss, the price breaks and retest, you always aim to buy. You need to buy that. You need to buy. But remember, buy with something else. Buy with a buying pattern, with like candlesticks patterns, not just a break and a retest. You need to add more. But remember, it is a buy zone then. It's not a sell. So clear your mind out of it. Identify first either you're in a buy or a seller zone. Remember, if I'm in the buying zone, I'm just looking for bullish continuation patterns. I'm not looking for reversals. It doesn't matter to me if it's reversal patterns. The reason is I'm in a buying zone, right? Establish your zones first, then look for the patterns of continuation. Remember, if you're in a buying zone and looking for a reversal pattern, right? That's trading against the trend. It doesn't make sense. You can hurt yourself. It could be a fake pattern, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to show you example what was just been referred earlier, a fake breakout. I'll give you example. It's very simple, guys. I'm going to show you example. This was the trend line few days ago. If you remember, ignore this. Ignore this. This was the trend line, right, guys? Few days ago. The price was here. Remember, guys? So this was the trend line. So the rules were same. If it breaks and retest, I'm gonna buy, right? Simple as. It breaks. Did you see it breaks? It breaks and it retests. That is the retest. So if you're trading a daily time frame, remember your entries are on the next shorter time frame. So if we are trading a day time frame, our entry will be on 4 hours time frame, earlier than the day ends. But I'm telling you example of it. This is a retest. That's your entry. This is a retest. Guys, this was your breakout. This was your breakout. Can just follow the daily time frame. Leave the entry right now. Just what I'm trying to say is this. I'll show you exactly what time frames to go on, but right now understand. This was the breakout. Let's say if I've got a candle close, a day candle close. Let's say I'm trading a day time frame for my entries. I'm using a day time frame for my entries. I've got this candle close. Remember, after this candle close, the rule is pretty simple, guys. Your stop loss is just below the support. Just below. I don't put a stop loss like this. I'll show you what I like. But remember, this has to be your stop loss below the level of support. That is it. Because remember, understand this. If it's a fake, the price goes up, right? And it fails and came back, then remember, this is again a sell zone, not a buy zone again. Do you understand? It was pretty choppy here. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. Understand this. I'll show you. It's pretty easy to trade this. Remember, you're not trading on a daily time frame. You're going on the shorter time frames to trade. So you do have indication reversals there on the shorter time frames. It brings you out of the market before. But understand, this is the rules. Understand the rules now. A breakout, waiting. A retest. I like this. This is my buy trade, guys. This day was buy. Okay. This day was a retest day. Watching it. That's it. I'm watching it. Next day, I just want to see one thing. There's no entry on the next day. I just want to see this. Next day means next candle. I just want to see this. If it closes above this, or falls back into the zones. For example. So it closes above. This is the buying day. This is my buying day, right, guys? Leave. Your stop loss has to be there. Remember, you're not trading on these time frames, you're trading on a smaller time frames. Remember, stop loss has to be when this formation fails. The formation fails when the price goes back into the sell zone, right guys, which is this. So this day was a buy day, guys, 74 pips regardless, but that's not how you trade. I'm going to show you how to take an entry on the shorter time frames, but the concept remains the same. There is no significant what time frame I'm on. I'm going to use the same concept, repetition on 5 minutes, 15 minutes scalping. Every day I do the same thing. Understand this day was the breakout. I'm just watching a breakout, because remember, two possibilities. Next day the price can come back, or this is the breakout to the upside. The price can next day come back and break out to the inside, right? Or it retest. I want to see one or the other. There was a retest here, but that is it. Retest, breakout, then retest. That is your stop loss. Your trade should be on the third day. This was your trade. Make sense to you guys? Tell me. Raj, does it make sense? Retest, breakout first, then a retest. First candle was a breakout. Next day I'm not trading, I'm just watching if it is a retest or the breakout to the downside. What it means by the breakout to the downside? This is a breakout to the upside. Now next day the market came back, breakout to the downside. I'm not taking the trade yet. I want to see a retest. Now what is the retest to the upside? This is the retest to the upside. This is the retest to the upside. A candle close above the breakout level. This is a breakout level. Make sense? Does it make sense? Sumit, Raj, does it make sense? Mark, does it make sense to you guys? It's significantly important. It's pretty simple, guys. Now see this. Now I'm going to show you something. Breakout to the inside. I'm going to show you another example. This was breakout to the inside, right? The candle came back, breakout to the inside, right guys? Okay, this is the breakout to the inside. The candle came back in this level. See, this is your level. Breakout to the inside, the candle came back. This is not your entry, guys. You need a retest. Even it went up, it came back. There is no entry. You want to see a retest. Retest, the price fails. This is your retest, guys. I'm going to show you the retest candle. This is your retest candle. Remember, it closes below the trend line. Make sense? It closes below the trend line, guys. Can you see it? So my trade is the next day. My trade is this day, guys, because I had a breakout to the inside, a retest. Okay, let's trade. My stop loss just above. I'll show you exactly how to set a stop loss. That's a different concept. I'm going to show you in a minute. But right now, giving you an idea of your stop loss. Does it make sense, guys? Now see again. The price breaks to the upside. It was pretty choppy, guys, in these days. The price breaks to the upside. There is no entry. It could be a false breakout. Exactly this what happened. The next day price came back. Breakout to the inside. No entry yet. You need a retest, guys. Then what happened the third day? The third day the price holds in by the rules. This was a retest to the inside, right? The fourth day you will sell. Obviously you will sell with your stop loss. It doesn't matter if the price breaks to the upside, because remember, these are daily time frames. If you go to the shorter time frame, you'll have, you know exactly you need to get out of the trade. Remember, we don't trade on the time frame we analyze the market. We trade on a shorter time frame. So remember, breakout to the upside, I don't take a trade. Learn this concept. I want to see a retest off the level. The retest hasn't been established yet. You can say to some extent, this is the retest. This has been the retest. But remember, even if you're taking the trade, It is a buy zone. Remember, we are in a buy zone as long as what? Let's say as long as the price is back here. If this is the channel. Make sense, guys? Is it clear? Say me something, guys. Okay, now see this. Very important thing I'm going to show you in a minute now. The question is again, now this was the highest point when the price hasn't, this was the highest point when the price hasn't breached this level. Now what is the highest point now? This is the highest point, right guys? Right? Mark your highest point now. Same concept again. Same concept again. When does we start buying from this level now? Same exercise again. Is it clear, guys? Does it make sense? The same exercise again. Same exercise. Same exercise. Now mark your channels. Now I'm going to mark my channels, guys. I'm going to show you now. Okay, this is my highest point. Now I'm going to see a channel first. This is my lowest point. This is a channel, guys. Make sense? Bigger channel on a daily time frame. Right? Is there another channel? The price moves in channel. That was the last significant channel. It is important. It is significant, not significant now anymore, because price cannot come back in this channel. We only mark those channels on our charts where there is a possibility the price can come back in within those channels again. Remember, the price cannot go back into the past, right? Cannot go back into the past. So this is irrelevant. But before, I had this. Make sense? Guys, does it make sense to you, right? Now, establish a channel. It's very important to establish a channel, right? Just see. Joining 2 points only, guys. 2-3 points. Doesn't have to be exact. All you need is a reference point. This is a reference point for me. Now, possibilities are this. Delete this previous. I don't need the previous ones. Irrelevant. Possibilities are these guys. This guys. Break to the upside, retest, I'll start buying. I will start buying it again. But then again, guys, break to the downside, a retest. Next target is your channels. Make sense, guys? Does it make sense? So that's what I'm looking for right now. That's why I'm selling it. I know I didn't buy it yet, even on any rise. The reason is, guys, the price hasn't reached the upper trend line. It hasn't retested. Why would I buy it? I'll sell it. I don't care if it hit my stop loss. I don't care. The reason is, if it does, it does. I follow the rules of the price action. With those rules, you'll always have like 6 winning trades out of 10. You'll be in immaculate profit, because remember, you're aiming for like 1.617 risk reward ratio here. Is it make sense to you guys? Does it make sense to you guys? Good. Now see this, guys. I'm going to show you more. As far as the entry is concerned, I'm going to show you more. Where does your entries are? Now see this. Yeah, gone. Yeah. You never know. It depends. It depends on the market. If it tests once, it tests 4 times, it tests 6 times. It doesn't matter. Remember, if the price breaks this is my next level. No. Okay, don't confuse yourself. Remember, this channel automatically established. I'm only marking the highest support and resistance point and the lowest support and resistance point. This is the highest. and this is the low. Remember, in the downtrend, this is the down channel, right? On this uptrend, I'm marking the highest, the lowest point when the price was at its low, which is here. So just see this. I marked this when the price was at its low, and also I would mark the high point of it. That's it. Now I'm going to show you what happened. Entry, where the entry was. Let's say if there's an entry. Breakout. Yes, yes, of course. I'm going to show you in a minute. So just guys, just see this. Try to understand. When, okay, you can even start selling here. If you're selling here, if you know exactly how to get out of the trade, I'm going to teach you later, but I'll show you the exact entry when the trend changes. Guys, breakout, a retest, right? The breakout and the retest. This candle was your entry at some stage at or on an hour time frame. So breakout, this candle, this was your entry, guys. Make sense? And your stop loss is here. Why your stop loss is there, guys? Because remember, if the price comes back in this, the price is back in their uptrend channel, right? Simple. Now see this. I'm going to show you. This is irrelevant. I'm going to show you the latest ones. Remember I said I go on 4 hours time frame. Let's mark your channels on 4 hour time frame if there's any. Mark the lowest point. I mark the lowest point. Remember, if it breaks, it go into the future. Make sense? Mark the highest point. If it breaks, it's go into the future, right? See, the low, the high. I'm just marking support and resistance levels. Automatically it establishes a channel. Make sense? High and low. Break of this to the future. Break of this, something in the future. Make sense? Now guys, what I want you to show and see is this. So this is what I'm expecting and waiting for. Possibilities are this. This is not analysis. This is what you see on the charts. Analysis is your bias, overall bias, divergence, blah, blah, blah. Then I say, okay, I'm thinking it'll go down, right? But that's not how you trade. When it comes to your entry, so that's how you trade. You want to see a break of this. You want to see a retest of this. And then you want to go to the downside. Makes sense. So that's where the confirmed trade is. Right now, the market is in the range bound. And then you say, okay, it's ranging. Either it will go to the upside or the downside. You got a fear. No fear, guys. You need a break to either side, and retest is your entry, and that is it. Do not predict. Make sense? Guys, you need to be good at it. See this? Roughly. Channel, right? Make sense? All you need to do is mark the highest point. This is the highest point on this, right? I just marked it. Now I'm going to show you on 1 hour time frame, make it more easy for you guys. Then I'll mark a couple of your charts, and then all you need to do is mark up your chart, send me the pictures, mark up your chart, send me the pictures, 6, 7 charts. I'll correct them, send it back to you, mark up again, and that's it. That's how you do it. And mark up your entries for me as well, guys. 1 hour time frame. Look, 50-50. We don't know. It'll go up, it'll go down. 50-50. How do we know? We can't even say it. Highest and low point. I'll say this. Make sense? That's it, guys. Price went up, rejected. Before I had this, what happened? Tell me what happened. A breakout and a failure. That's it. That is it, isn't it? A breakout. Earlier today was a breakout. I'm not gonna buy. A failure. Price came back. If he had went here, retested, it would have gone up. Yes, it hasn't happened. Makes sense? It hasn't happened. What happened? This happened. Are we clear on this? This was a classic example what happened earlier. So I wasn't buying it. I was waiting. I sold it again actually on the lower time frame from 70 something, and I scalped into it. But remember, the point is, when would you buy it? When would I sell it? It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. Follow the rules. It wasn't a buy trade on an hour time frame because there wasn't a retest. Was there a retest? No. Does it make sense to you, Sumit, now? Good. Now guys, I'm going to show you a couple of charts and setups. Let's say you was asking me about this earlier. Remember, Sumit, you said I said stay out of the market because the GBP today, I don't trust GBP too much. I'm very susceptible about it because what's going on. So I'm not trading GBP pairs anymore because remember the next move will start in a couple of days time when Article 50 will be triggered by the government. I am also running a sell trade on this. Let me show you my sell trade. 56 pips. See, I've got 55 pips right now. So I sold, but remember this is my scalping, and I always scalp in Asian session. So I sold here, guys. It went into 70 pips, I think. But I'll show you exactly how to do the scalping later. But it's fine. Okay. Okay, guys, come back to this. I'll teach you divergence, everything later on, but the point is you need to learn the price action first, master the price action. Everything is so easy to learn. I'll show you how to drawing on your charts. You know how the draw is. Drawing is not a problem. The problem is analyzing. Okay, easy. Let's make it easy for you. On the daily time frame, just see the previous day candle. That is it. So on the daily time frame, it's suggesting me there is a seller's pressure. Sellers putting the pressure. Can you see bullish, bearish engulfing candle? Easy for you to mark your charts. Go on 4 hours time frame, right, guys? Draw your trend lines first. Highest level, that's the highest. And then I could see if I could establish a channel. Yeah, normally I try to connect 2-3 points. Doesn't have to be exact. Highest level has to be important. Let's say I do it here. Make sense, guys? So far, understand what I just did? So guys, tell me something. Is it a buying? What I would be doing on this chart, this zone, right? Is it a sell zone or a buy zone? The first question I'll have to ask you guys. Both of you have to write something. Would I be buying it or selling it? A buy zone or a sell zone, guys? Exactly. Yes, descending. It's a sell zone. It isn't a buy zone. When it was a buy zone, right, guys? Just a reference to the highest point. I just put the reference. I don't have to draw it exactly. Lowest and the highest point. Guys, this was the buy zone, and when it became a sell zone, it breaches this candle was your sell. Your stop loss. It just not breach. It breach and retest. Breach and this candle retest mean it fails to go back in. It stays outside. This is just a reason of price action. We are not discussing candlesticks here. We're not discussing divergence, other confluences. We're not discussing anything. Fibonacci. We're just saying what the price action suggesting. This is the prime objective, the prime analysis of your trading. If it isn't there, regardless you have the divergence, regardless you have confluences, regardless Fibonacci pivots, you don't have an entry. That's confirmations, confluences, but that's a prime analysis. Breaches, a retest, that's your entry, guys. That's it. That's all you need. Again, I'll show you. Breaches, your entry is there on smaller time frames. If I'm trading smaller time frames, I'm going into it. So if I'm this is go to 15 minutes time frame. I'll show you. This is your entry. Can you see now? Can you guys see? On 15 minutes, where was my entry, guys? Same rule I'm going to apply. It doesn't matter. I'll just need a retest. Breaches, retest, fails, 2-3 candles, boom, entry. Retest will always be like this. Breaches, I'm going to show you the retest. Breaches, retest normally be like this. Market attempt to go back and fail. Attempt to go back and fail, and that's how it is. Now you're not going to see, okay, you need to understand 4 hours retest, 4-hour close will take place after 4 hours, right? It depends what time frame you're trading on. I'm analyzing the market on 4-hour time frame, but I'm trading on a lower time frame. Does it make sense? So the charts you analyze, you don't trade on that. So if I'm trading on 4 hours, that was my entry. And how long would I keep this entry on? I shouldn't have closed my trade yet. Why? There isn't any indication. Okay, let's say for an argument's sake, I close my trade here, right? Yeah, if it's on 4 hours time frame, you go into an hour time frame, right? Okay, this was your analysis. Go into 1 hour time frame. I'll show you the entry. This is your entry. How many candles outside? 1, 2, 3 candle close here. Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4 candles were closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 4 candles closing outside on an hour time frame. That's enough. I just said 2. Now, higher you analyze, higher the time frame you analyze, you don't trade on that. You trade within that. Your entry has to be on the shorter time frames. If I'm analyzing the market on 4 hours time frame, my entries has to be on 1 hour. By the time the next 4 hours candle closes, I'll be too late. You understand? If I'm trading a day trading, if I'm trading a daily analyzing on the daily chart, you trade on 4 hours. Up to you. Trading 4 hours, you trade on 1 hour. 1 hour, you trade on 15 minutes or 5 minutes entries. Remember, you're analyzing on this, but you have to look analyzing. Let's say if I'm analyzing on the daily time frame, right? One candle represents a day. Now, if I wait for the next day to end, then I'm too late into the trade. So I need to open up the trade within the next day. So you have to go within the day, within the candle of the period you're analyzing. For instance, daily time frame I'm analyzing, I go into 4 hours. 4 hours go into 1 hour. Weekly time frame, you see, you decide, okay, this is going to be the week. I'm gonna go, this is my trading plan for the next week, let's say. Daily time frame you go into and develop it. Make sense? Does it make sense to you, Raj? Just stick to it. 4 hours time frame, entry into 1 hour. That's it. 1 hour time frame, entry into 15 minutes. That's it. Just stick to it. Don't go shorter than these. You're going to confuse yourself. Okay, come back. This was the entry, right? Now entry, it hasn't. Now entry, it hasn't. Now on when you're trading this, there's so many entries, guys. So many channels. Make sense? Just see this. I'm going to show you. I'm going to start showing you the channels. You need to be good at marking your channels. I'm going to show you the latest markup already. Roughly you have to mark them, roughly. This is 1 hour, guys. Just see this crazy. It's insane. You can see my markups, right? I'm going to show you the entries. Break, retest outside. This was your entry. Break, retest outside. This was your entry to the upside. You need to know the bigger channel as well in between. I'm just showing you the concept. Understand the concept. Don't try to think that you start entering into the market the way I do it. No, just learn the concept. Breakout, next candle was your entry. Understand my concept. Understand the concept. You don't have to grip it. How to execute it. You learn it with time. I'm going to show you later. Remember, this was your entry. Stop loss just above. When setup fails, when the price goes on, when the setup fails, when the price goes down, when the setup fails, when the price goes up. So remember, your stop losses will be very small, very small. You have 5 losses, doesn't matter. One rally, boom, you're done. This was the entries. Retest, retest, touching it again. Candle, bearish, hammer, up to the upside. Retest, break, retest, gone. Maybe it's a quick one. It's a quick one, depends how you trade. But this was a retest. Now the question arises, when would I start buying it? Let's see this. It's so easy. Breakout. I want to see these candles, all of them telling me a breakout plus a retest plus, look at the candles telling me just buy me, buy me, buy me. This was your stop loss. If it fails, fuck it. Let it fail. How many? 6 pips, 8 pips, 10 pips. When it comes to the rally, guys, 70 pips. Come on, guys. You know the 15 minutes time when I trade normally scalping, the day it is a rally day, my risk reward ratio is like 1.9, 1.8. Show you. This was the trade I opened, guys. I just marked this. This was the trade I took after the break. $16 pips, guys. This was my target. 62 pips at least. At least it was my target. It doesn't matter when I close, at least. And I still will hold this trade until the price breaks this and go up. Make sense? But I just close it because I'm a day trader on this scalping. I'm not doing anything else. See the trade. Make sense? Does it make sense to you guys? Okay. This was my entry, guys. This was the trend line. It breaks. This is how I always trade when I come to scalping. Asian start, Asian start, Asian start, right? Okay, these are my trend lines. If it breaks above, I'll buy. If it breaks below, I'll sell. It breaks below, right? Guys, I open up my trade. This is my stop loss just here. Make sense? Because why? It is goes above, closes, I'll buy. Double top, right? Shooting star, boom down. Can you not see? When I'll start selling? When I'm gonna start selling? Tell me. I'm gonna still when I'm gonna start buying. If the price goes above this, close above, I wanna see this. Break. Then I'll buy. Otherwise, you don't have to close your trade because you remember the price goes zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. That's how you can catch rallies. That's how you catch long trades. Then again, guys, this was your trade. Even this was your trade. Market dips. Remember your stop loss below the low. Even it dips, it goes up a little, right? It gives you something. 30, 40 pips, right? No momentum to the upside. Remember, you need a break. Once you've gone down, when I'll buy this, buy, sell. Make sense, guys? Does it make sense to you? A lot of people said Australian dollar was a buy. Yes, Australian dollar was a buy. Now, don't go into 15 minutes. You'll confuse yourself. Focus on these time frames, please. This is my Australian dollar chart, guys. I said it's a buy trade already. How many pips, guys, here? 29 pips. I'm running the trade. You see this? Can you see the break of this? That was my buy trade, guys. Maybe I was selling on this. If I'm selling stop loss above. But remember, when it breaks, I close the trade on the retest. When you scalper, you have to change quickly. So I was selling here, suddenly I change and start buying it. That's not easy to do it. So that's why I say trade on higher time frames first, get used to the concept mentally, eventually come back to the low time frames. So the difference between them is just this. On low time frames, you'll have more entries within a day. On the higher time frame, you have less entries. The higher, but it takes longer for entries. Do you understand what I buy these? All these candles retesting, right? Just buy it. 28 pips, guys. I'm holding this because I think it'll go up. Then when they start going up, this is all I do. Try to establish another channel. Don't go into 15 minutes. It's very messy. It will be difficult for you to trade if you're really not good at it. The concept remains the same. That's what I'm trying to show you. I just mark this as a point of reference, nothing else. This was the entry. Sell to the downside, close upside. Where was my entry, guys, on this? Retest. It was failing. How many 1 hour candles there? Where was my entry, guys? Stop loss just above. Just above. Just above. I'm going to show you the concept of stop loss in a minute, but just above. See what happened. And channels, it shows you 141 pips, guys. My stop loss will be like 30 pips. Then see this. When I'll start buying it. Confirms. When I was trading this, confirms. This was the buy. Now what? I need a break of this, guys, either to the upside or to the downside. Remember, my bias is it's a descending channel. I'll prefer selling. Obviously, I'll change once the channel changes. Gold, a lot. I don't know, guys, trade gold, but I've been trading gold. I'm making a massive money on this. I've been analyzing the gold for hedge funds in the US. See my entries, guys. These are my entries. Can you see this? Check, guys. Check my entries. Check, guys. Can you see my entries, guys? 4 hours. I don't have to close this trade until it changes. Guys, this was my entry. Stop loss was like 70 pips, right? 4 hours time frame. Let's say I'm trading 4 hours. Guys, 340 pips here. I don't have to close. That's your entry, guys. That's your entry. Wait for it. Wait for it. Don't rush into it. Same concept. Leave the time frame, guys. See my entries, guys. Try to understand what I'm doing. Then again, obviously within channel, normal buying and selling. You make money also. It's easy to make money when the market is ranging. The problem with people is when it breaks to either side, they're fucked up. That rally they couldn't control. You need to understand when to exit and change the direction. In this, I'm so comfortable. Okay, I've got this candle. Let me sell. Stop loss above. Boom. If it breaks above, I need to see a close on the top. Then I'm gonna buy it. Simple as. Can you see my entry? Guys, look at this. Now look at this, right? What I'll do this. Highest point, what I said, highest point first. Keep this. We want to see the break of this. Adjust your stop trend lines every hour, every 4 hours. It fails. It breaks. It breaks to the upside. It came back. There isn't any entry there. It was a sell trade. Seller. Go 15 minutes. Fuck man, look at this. That was your trade. It's just retesting now, that's what I think. 100 pips, guys, just earlier today. Look how easy it is, isn't it? See this, guys? Guys, the beauty, okay, I had losses. I used to be a crazy scalper. I used to open up 40 trade burns account and shit. I used to do it, right? I suddenly changed and improved it. The thing which bring the change into my trading is just one, guys. I was good at everything. I just wasn't in control of when to close the trade, how to improve my risk and reward that I was missing. I got that concept, and that since that day, I don't even concern about anything. Blindly, I open up blindly trades every day, seriously, and I make money. I make 100, 200 pips every day. You just guys see how many pips are running. And okay, I put a bad trade. I just close based on just rules I've just set. Stop loss is so small. I don't give a shit if I have to have 3 losing trades. One trade will give me money. On 15 minutes time frame, a stop loss like 17 to 25 pips, guys, maximum 25. On average, I've closed by 15 to 20 pips on average. An average profit I'm taking there is like 30 to 50 pips, guys. On an hour time frame, stop loss between 30 to 40, 50 pips. Profit is like 100, 120. That is the day it rallies. If it doesn't rally, it ranges. I'll keep on making money 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Like Euro US dollar, I've been just selling. So I've been selling this. Hasn't reached, been selling. I've already made like 150, 60 pips this week. It hasn't gone else anywhere yet. Remember, the day it will go, and by my rules, when I take an entry, that day I'll make 150 pips to the one side. It will make a nice recovery to either side. So even if it hasn't started yet, all you need to do is keep on playing ping pong, but remember, use the right strategy. You use the right terminology of the price action. Head and shoulder pattern, guys. That was the sell trade I took earlier. So easy, guys. Left shoulder, right shoulder. Makes sense. See this, guys. Target levels will be this. It hasn't gone yet. It hasn't. This is still valid. We need this. See, guys. See, it's so easy, guys. You add things into your analysis, but then again, you don't trade with the analysis, just you trade with what you see. Analyzing the market, I'll use divergence, I'll use patterns, I'll use harmonic patterns, whatever. But then when it comes to my entries and exits, it has to be the price action. I can't predict it. You can't leave your entries and stop losses on the basis of that presumption that the market eventually go there and there, or reverse from there. You decide on what it's selling you. And remember, 80% you'll be right, 20% there will be manipulation. So when there's 20% manipulation without any reason, don't be disheartened, remember. But that's how the business works. You need to know this. I tell you something, with this, if you have 4 winning trades out of 10, you will be in profit. You will be in profit. Remember, I don't have a fear. I need to win 4 out of 10. My risk reward is pretty good. Make sense, guys? Does it make sense to you guys, what I'm saying? Say to me something. What do you expect me on this now? Well, boys, it's a buy, as it is. For now, it's a buy, guys. I don't know tomorrow. For now, there is no reason I'll be selling. Yeah, it's retested already. We need to wait a retest. Let's see how it goes. I want to see this. Maybe something wrong these. Ideally, it will be sell if it comes back to these levels. Guys, make sense? Guys, just see this. See this. See this. Break. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Buy it. Channel support. Another reason. Divergence. Yes. Let's do it. Stop loss just here. 64 pips, guys. Stop loss be like 25 pips. So easy. So easy, guys. See my chart, guys. It hasn't confirmed a sell trade yet. It hasn't. It's above the trend line. Can you see a breach of this? It might be just testing, so be careful. We need to see the break, a retest, then boy, this will give massive, this will give you massive money if this happens. Unless otherwise, it's we going up. We already gone up. Just see this. Sorry, it's messy, guys. Break, a retest, buy, right? Gone up 96 pips. Now, if you're selling here, let's say you got a signal of selling. If it breaks, closes above, we buy. Otherwise, we hold the sell trade. This is the shooting star. I'll open up a trade on the next one. A reference point, highest point is just a reference. That's it. That's how I decide my stop loss. I want to see a break above this on an hour time frame. Closes above, I'll close my trade. Otherwise, I'm going to sell it. Hold sell. 72 pips, guys. So let's say if I take a trade before, the breakout, I'm going to show you how I do it. Let's say this is the breakout. But let's say if I know it's gone up, it's in consolidation, what I'm going to do? I'll open a trade, just put the reference point. What I want to see this, not just this. I want to see this. Then I'll close the trade. Otherwise, I'll hold the trade. Then it further confirms the breakout. It further adds confirmation to my entry. I'm more confident. The day it rallies, it gives me huge money, guys. The day I take a loss, it is continuation to the upside. Guys, I'll exclude 50 pips on a 4-hour time frame. Is like 15 pips on 15 minutes time frame, guys. Makes sense? It's so easy. So if you're a conservative trader on the breakout, if you're aggressive like me, I'll blindly open up, just put a reference. So I'll open up a trade. I'll show you. Let me show you. I took a blind trade here, guys. There was after this candle. I didn't have any knowledge it will go up and down. I said, okay, it might go up, might go down. I don't know, because there was any confirmations, anything. This is, I just put it. I want to see the break above this. Then I opened up the trade. It went down, guys. Give me 50 pips. When I close this trade, guys, just see this. It's funny. As a trader, as per my price action rules, this was your buy trade, guys. Why your buy trade? It breaks the trend line. If I'm in the sell trade, I'll close it. This is where I close it. Okay, changed. Mood changed. This is where I sell it again. This is my closes above. Let it be. I'm going to be out of the trade. Small loss. But if it goes in my favor, what's up? 68, 86 pips, guys. Come on. To see if it hasn't even started yet. There isn't any indication here that's what's going to happen. Let me give you a good example. How to close the wrong trade. And that's important to learn, to practice it on the charts. Let's say blindly, I saw this first red candle. I'll open up a trade. When do I close? Just put a reference. Just put a reference to first top of the candle. That's it. Just like this. I want to see the break of it. When does the break? Then the price develops. Every candle I'm watching keep going down. Guys, this is where I close my trade. This is where it invalidates. The sell setups has been invalidated here. It is a buy trade. Even if it is a buy trade, right, guys? But it is definitely not a sell anymore. So you need to be out of it. If you was here, it was somebody sold here, it just went continuation. So obviously I took a wrong analysis, right? Nah, just you sell it here, it changes. You still bag pips, guys. 60 pips, 1 hour time frame. Let's say if I close here 50 pips after the break, I'm in control of my trading. I'm in control of my stop losses, and I'm in control of my profit taking. Make sense to you guys? Very important. Makes sense. Tell me, guys, does it make sense to you? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? The point I'm trying to make here? Do you guys understand it? Sumit, you understand? Tell me, does it helps you in identifying your entries and exits? The fear, take the fear out of it. Go on your charts, practice what I just taught you, right? Go on your chart, decide which candle you'll take a trade on, make a mark, blue mark there, decide on the candle, analyze each candle, then decide which candle exit the market. Analyze on 4 hours time frame, trend lines and everything. Go on to 1 hour time frame, look further trend line and look for your entries, mark them, send it to me, I'll look at it. Believe me, work on them for a couple of weeks, come back to me, guys, you'll be in profit, massive profit. Let me show you something. This is, can you see this? I did couple of days ago here. Can you see this? It wasn't here before when I did. It wasn't here. Price was here. So easy, guys. You see, I already made this. This was my entry, guys. First candle was the break. Second was a retest. 62 pips. Obviously, I was trading on lower time frames, guys, but then I'm just telling you. Let's say you took a blind trade on this. Okay, I just see a candle. Oh, I'm going to open the trade. Let's see, open the trade. Fair enough. That's your reference. If it breaks this, you're out. If it isn't, I'm holding it, and I should be holding it by now, right? Regardless, it's a choppy market. One of the worst scenarios you'd be in the market under these circumstances. Still, guys, look at this. 70, 80 pips, guys. The good thing is I'm not concerned about my profit. I'm in control of my trade. I know where to exit. Okay, this is the exit point, right, guys? As it is. Fuck it. Just see this. The real entry comes when it breaks. Now I'm giving you further confirmation when it breaks. But again, let's say if I took a trade on the first candle, bearish candle, I want to enter early. This is my reference. This after this candle, that's for my entry. Straight away the next candle, entry. All I need is to exit. I know it could be a wrong, it could be a continuation to the upside. How it's continuation to the upside? Hit here, goes up. All I need is this. Break of this, not just the break. I need a candle close above this on 15 minutes time frame. If it happens, gone. I'm out of the market. Makes sense, guys? Does it make sense? You, Sumit. Good. Raj, Mark. Mark, Sumit, Raj. So that is it for the day, guys. I'm done. I'm tired, actually. I've given the lecture for almost 2 hours. Believe me, nobody will give it to you like this. Let me check my, give me a minute. Let me show. Okay, guys, that is the end of the lecture. What I taught you today is this: how to mark your support and resistance levels. Remember, the points of significant reaction is the strongest one on the daily time frames, and then again your wicks on 4 hours. If you want to go to 4 hours, just stay on the daily time frame, but that's pretty much it. Trend lines, price moves within channels, breaks one channel, enter into another channel. That is it. How the breakouts takes place: price breaks, we wait and see it retest, then we take an entry. Trade 4 hours time frame. Mark your setups on 4 hours. Mark your trend lines on daily time frame first. Support and resistance. Go into 4 hours and start marking your trend lines. 1 hours is your entry, guys. Focus on these time frames. Believe me, in a week you'll have like 10 entries on 10 entries on each pair. You need 4-5 pairs to trade. I'll tell you exactly which pairs to trade, and that is it, guys. Stop loss 30-35 pips. Trade with $1. Profit taking 150, 100 pips, at least 60-70 pips. Any questions from both of you guys? And Sumit, tell me, does it not help you to understand the market and look at the market with a different prospect? Now, I'm sure it will. It has changed my life, and since I've had it, and I'm sure it will change the struggling part. Everybody knows about all of the stuff what I just said. It's just the execution is not there. Remember, it's not the trading philosophy. It is the understanding that I am in control of my stop loss and control of my um, profit taking. That's what makes the difference. Yeah, guys. Okay, that is it, guys. I'll held another session next week now, guys. I'm not gonna be because tomorrow and day after I'm trading myself, and then I'll be traveling on weekends. So next week we'll have a session. What you guys can do is mark up your charts like this and send it to me with an entry with the blue thing, right? And if you take an entry, it fails, let it fail, and you mark with another color, which is your exit. And if you entered the market, how long you'll hold the trade for. Observe each 1 hour candle and see. I'll give you a good example, you'll understand. If I enter a trade, I'm not going to close the trade on this candle. I'm not going to close the trade on this candle. I'm not going to close the trade on this candle. I'm not going to close the trade on this candle. I'm not going to close the trade on this candle. But this candle, maybe on these candles I'll close. I already made good pips, 80, 90 pips. But again, the real closure is when it breaks to this. Then I'll close it, obviously. Obviously, I'll close it. But then again, you need to be in control of when you're closing it, in control of when you not holding the trade candle by candle, and that's how you predict in future. If you could do it in the past candle by candle, exactly do the same in future, guys. I'm short on euro yen, guys, and I think euro yen is at, it is pretty good, guys. Euro yen, I'm expecting it to go to 114.50 maybe tomorrow, hopefully. I'm pretty certain. At least give us 50 pips. I'm aiming for 50 pips. 50 pips for me is like, okay, the accounts I'm running, the 50 pips is a couple of $1,000 for me. That's how I'm trading. I'm trading a lot of other accounts. I'll teach you another money management aspect of how you can quickly grow your accounts while trading the same number of pips every day. I'll just show you, give you another strategy. You'll be you'll be just out of your mind. Remember, now we are in control of our trading because stop loss is pretty slow and profit taking is huge. We open one trade. Now I learned this. I was wrong on it. I learned, it took me a long time to learn. We opened one trade on one pair. Unless we took a profit or a loss, we don't open another. Simple as, guys. You don't have to open another trade. I learned this. Took me a lot of time to learn this. Psychologically, drill it into my mind. It wasn't easy, but I have eventually had. I'm doing pretty good. Guys, make sense? Any questions? I'm going to end this webinar, guys. If you like the webinar, I'll appreciate it. Just leave a couple of comments in the chat rooms for me so that other knows that I was helping you guys out with this, right? In the Skype room, and also Raj, you could do it on the Facebook. I would appreciate that, bro. Yeah. I don't want others to have misunderstandings. So Richard was asking me something today. I said, nah, it could be a misunderstanding. So I just neglected what he was saying. So what I appreciate if you just say that I had a nice webinar with Bakar, and he was pretty helpful, and I've learned a lot and stuff like this. So everybody is on the same page. Yeah. Yeah, this is recorded. Let me see. Yes, this is recorded. I'm gonna send you the recording later on. So guys, drop me your email. And believe me, guys, this is the most important webinar that you have ever had, no matter how good become your trader. The reason is that's how you trade. This webinar is on price action. You don't need anything else other than price action, naked charts. Scalpers don't use anything other than price action. Guys, can you see this, my entry on this? Now you guys can also identify the trades exactly the way I used to do it. See this? The question is when it's a buy trade, or is it we need a break on the other side, and that is how we're gonna start buying, selling it. Simple as. Make sense? So easy. This is just basic training that I've given you, but remember, there's more to it. This is divergence. I will be buying it, bro. Massively, I'm gonna buy it, but not just because this. Come on, look at this. Beautiful. When you found a channel, support and resistance, divergence, absolutely, this is exact high probability trade. Plus, use ADX. Then, Sumit, I'm going to teach you how to use Fibonacci retracements, how to use Fibonacci expansions, add into your trading, how to use ADX, how to use divergence, and I'm going to teach you guys how to use pivots when it comes to scalping. So you would have two systems open on your computer. One is your normal charts, MetaTrader charts, time frame 1 hour, 4 hours, but 15 minutes time frame you will be looking on a different platform, FXCM. Open up your demo accounts there on FXCM platform, right? Download it. So you'll have two platforms, right? I'll teach you guys how to trade. Believe me, you'll make profit. Believe me, guys, with this you can turn £100 into thousands. Keep on doing the repetition what I just said again and again, and that is it, guys. Believe me, nobody will teach you this because nobody taught me this, and I've learned from almost all traders in the market. I've learned from all of them so far. I've learned from Sean Lee. Sean, I've learned from. Okay, Sean is Sumit. Very important. You need to know this, right? Sean, I bought a Sean course in 2009 when he used to give it for £200. Remember, he's offering a course for £2,500 now. 2 days course. I bought it when he was giving for £200. I learned a lot from him, and then it happens with everybody. That's how the procedure is. I used to live with my friend. He was also a lawyer. So, Raj, I'm a lawyer. I'm a practicing criminal defense lawyer in London as well. So I'm practicing part-time now because obviously I'm trading on the larger scale. So, I was telling my friend, this guy's a crazy trader. I've learned from him, blah, blah, blah. And I saw him making 18 grand in front of me. I saw him, guys, making 18 grand in a night on a euro yen trade. He sell it in front of me. So I know he knew how to trade. I say he's one of the best traders. But remember, when it comes to money management, you learn with experience. So my friend gave him a 5 grand account, right, guys? He said he didn't even tell me, my friend. He just took £5,000 out of the accounts and to open up his account on Alpari, um, um, and he started trading. The third day, my friend rang me. He said, "Okay." He was sort of crying. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Okay, I'm sitting in a park. Can you come over?" I went there. He wasn't in a law firm. There was a park outside the law firm in East London. He said, the I gave the accounts to run to one of these traders, and eventually I said, "Who was he?" And he said it was Sean, and he said he blown the account within a day. He just didn't put a stop loss. So it happens with everyone, but it doesn't change my thinking about Sean Paul by saying, you said if he could return the money, he said he'll return it, but he never returned us the money. But that's how everybody is. Obviously, lose you lose. Um, then we contacted the police, and the police said there was 19 complaints against Sean Paul, guys. 19 complaints. Okay, I understand that, but guys, remember, I kept on following Sean Paul because I knew he was a good trader. He was bad at money management, right? Yeah, exactly. The British guy, the Sean Paul, the Astro FX guy. I'm telling you, Amarnath and Sean Paul. I'm talking about. Um, and remember, Raj, he is the one who trained Ryan and Quinn. Yes, exactly. And he trained Ryan and Quinn. Ryan and Quinn was trained by him. Remember, he's an amazing trader. But then again, you need to understand, it doesn't mean he lost my money or my friend's money. He's a bad trader. No, guys. It just he couldn't do the money management good on that account or that part of his trading life. So remember, you become profitable not by just analyzing the market. When you become in control of your analysis, believe me, that's where you become profitable trader. It took me time, it took him time. He's a profitable trader now. Believe me, he's an amazing trader, outstanding trader. I'm still saying it after my friend lost 5 grand. I'll say it. Amazing. If you want to learn trading, you could contact him. It's fine. Speak to me. I'll teach you the same method. Speak to Quinn, Ryan, teaching the same methods. You understand, Raj, what I'm saying? But remember, his failure on the money management side, it doesn't mean that he wasn't a bad trader. It just he couldn't do it. Remember, money management, risk and reward thing, nobody can teach you. You learn it. You have to develop your mind to it. Develop your mind to it. Of this strategy, this thing, what I just said, Dennis, Dennis. Uh, the guy used to use pivots, right? The guy in Qatar. Open up. I'm gonna open up the volume. Just you guys could speak. Give me a minute. Yeah, go on, Samit. It's too noisy, Sumit. I just right. Yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah, Sean Paul lost 80 grand in. Okay, Sean Paul lost money of clients in United Kingdom, and then he ran to South Africa, guys. He stayed there for like a year, and then when he made the money again, then he returned the money to his relatives, near relatives. He lost huge money of his relatives. Not he didn't even return to the people's others, but obviously you had to return the money to your relatives, otherwise they wouldn't even let you stay within the family. So he returned the money back to them, and he's in profit now, guys. So everybody has faces. Remember, to become a profitable trader, you have to give your blood to something. And I did myself. Sumit knew what I'm saying. Exactly. And believe me, Sumit, I'm sure you guys have done the same. Believe me, what I've taught you today, follow it. You don't have to give your blood to the extent that I had given. I'm sure Sean Paul had given. Believe me, what I said. Okay, how much you trade a day, how much you trade a week? Guys, your aim has to be 20 pips a day, 100 pips a week, 400 pips a month. That is all you need to do. Remember, we trade with this mindset. Just sit back, chill. Then if there is another trade, you just open it with your stop loss. That's it. Believe me, you'll end up making 1,000+ pips a month. A month. But if your mindset is not 20 pips a day, 100 pips a week, 400 pips a month, fucked up, guys. You're chasing trades and they'll fuck you up. Make sense? Make sense? Guys, make sense? That's all you need. A small stop loss, right? When you know exactly how in control of your trading is, open up any lot on your volumes. That's what I'm doing exactly now. That's exactly what I do. That's all I do. Anyways, guys, enough. 2 hours and 7 minutes now. I think it is more than enough. We'll have another session next week sometime. I'm just gonna have one webinar. That's it. And Raj, do not send me messages again and again. Just drop me messages on Skype. I'll check whenever I can. I might not be able to check it during the same day. I'll get a check in the next day. So don't keep on sending. It's disturbing. And I've got heavy trading running on. I have like 4 screens right now. I'm sitting in front, so I can't take a risk of. I owe this webinar to Sumit actually, so I had to give it to him for some reason. So that is it, and I'm sure what I've given you, Sumit, and I'm going to give you next couple of days will made it up for our destructive history, I say. Yeah. Another thing, guys, please leave a detailed remarks in the groups, especially you, Sumit, because that make it diplomatic so that everybody knows about it. Like that is it, because it's sort of family. I learned from Berna Trendlines, guys. She pitch 4. I've learned from Richard. He doesn't even know how good I am at it now. I don't even use it. I use it sometimes. I'll show you guys how to use that. So I learned from all of them. I learned from Sean Paul, so I respect him. Regardless, he was a fucker. He fucked our accounts. He had to go through this. Look, they had to go through this. You were to fall to start riding the bike. So if you're not gonna fall, are you gonna blame others for the fall? Guys, you're not gonna be a trader. Just fuck leave trading then. Exactly. Just accepted that what happened. I'll do it on Sunday. I'll inform you. It will be a 2 hours webinar again. Same practice, and same practice. But on that webinar, we will be adding Fibonacci retracements only. So it will help you to figure out the reversals and continuation. So it will be an add-on top of what we have learned. So confluences, we will be establishing confluences now. So let me give you example, a quick one that you'll understand. So I know exactly this zone is a reversal zone, right? Fibonacci is telling me. Then I had a breakout, right? But it is a more confirm and a certain trade for me to enter. So that's how I'm going to show you. Make sense? You will add. So I've got another reason now. So I've got reason now. Look, I had another reason now. Then I'm going to show you how to market supply and demand, right, guys? I'm going to show you exactly, Sumit, you don't know about it, exactly how you do it. You need to know the concept behind it. This is your supply zone, guys. This was, sorry, my apologies. This is your supply zone, guys. Supply zone, Fibonacci 61.8 Fibonacci, bearish engulfing candle, right? Break off the trend line. So many reasons. I don't see this oversold thing. ADS reverting to the downside, momentum's decreasing. Fuck, man, this was a. I could open up like 4 lots on this, I say. So this is adding confluences. I'll just give you example, but I'm going to exactly teach you. But I want you to practice what I taught you today. If you can't practice that, Fibonacci and others, it's all bullshit and bollocks. You'll be end up doing the same thing again. I'm sure you guys know how to use Fibonacci. I know how to use supply and demand. I'll teach you how to execute it, and that's the difference. That is the difference. But remember, the prime thing to master is the price action, which I've just taught you today. So I'm going to teach you the price action behavior and their connection with the Fibonacci in continuation, trend continuations, and trend reversals. So you'll understand. Okay, guys. All right, I'm gonna take a leave now, and I enjoyed it. It was a relief for me personally, Sumit. After giving you this webinar, seriously, I felt relieved. So it is a good relief, guys. Just drop some remarks, and that is it, guys. I'll speak to you later. Yeah, you can mark up your charts, send it to me. Mark up at least, okay, mark 100 charts, and then I'll say you guys did practice on what I've taught you. And then if you mark 100 charts, right, guys, and with entries, I'll say you can 50% start trading. And that's how I say it. Mark 100 charts, prove it to me wrong, that you won't do it. Then I say you worked on this. Believe me, working on this in this direction, believe me, Sumit, you make your future, guys. You don't have to go do jobs. You don't have to struggle, look for other traders, find people, tell me buy to sell to buy, and say, you know exactly what you're doing, guys. Invest in it now. What I'm teaching you, nobody will teach you for what I'm teaching you now. Believe me, nobody teach you this. People don't teach you this. What I'm teaching you. There are courses that tell you trend lines, how to draw the trend lines, how to draw supply and demand, Fibonacci, blah, 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 give you a webinar, blah. They're not going to show you exact entries and exits, how to do it. I'm teaching you now. What I've taught you today, it isn't in any course you'll find. You'll find how to draw the trend lines. I didn't teach you to draw the trend. I teach you how to enter, when to enter, and when and how and why to exit the market. But that's important, guys. Okay, guys. Take care, and I look forward to see your remarks, guys. Let me. Okay, okay.